Hey, how's it going, everybody? That was quick. Normally it takes it a second to go live, but I'm live now. That's all good. See if I can get all this. See if I can get all this rigged up like I want it. What's everybody doing out there? All right. Sorry about that. Figured I'd pop on, check out what everybody was doing, how everybody is doing. I am chilling. I am finally done with the day. Actually made really good time today. Happy about that. I got an early morning delivery, so it's always nice when you make good time. Let's see, who all's in here? Don is number one. All right, way to reclaim your throne, Don. I appreciate you coming in. DIY Semi in the house. What's up? Everybody check out DIY Semi. Don, it's just me. LOL. Hey, I appreciate you, Don. Everybody's special. Let's see. Rory's in here. Thanks, Rory. Rory's blowing up my demographics because my international viewership goes up tremendously. So yeah, appreciate you coming in, Rory. If everybody could hit that thumbs up, and when you come in, if you could for me. I never can get this thing positioned like I want it. I gotta upgrade my phone mount. Paul Harris in the house. What's up, Paul? Appreciate you coming in. Paul says, what's up? How's hump day? Hump day, I think today's hump day. It's over. It's over. And I'm glad. I am glad. Not a bad run today, though. I got to be honest with you. Make good time. Compared to yesterday, maybe that's why I won't move, because the thing is not even mounted in there. There we go. Um, yeah, yesterday was a nightmare, like I got loaded up in Jersey, and by the time I got loaded up and I got rolling, I kind of came into Philadelphia at the very beginning of afternoon rush hour, and then I hit Baltimore at rush hour, and I don't go through their tunnel. I go around Baltimore. That was a nightmare. And then what else? Made it to Washington, D.C. That was a nightmare. Made it there like 6 p.m. local time. It was raining. Oh my God, what a mess. It was like the day that wouldn't end yesterday. It was the day that would not end. So that was my yesterday, and let me tell you, I'm super glad today went a lot better. Just got done eating a little dinner. Thought I'd pop on, see what everybody was up to. Um, Hope everybody's enjoying this spot market. If you've got an opportunity to take advantage of that, get after that. I've been trying to line some loads up. I lined up one today that canceled on me. They didn't think I could make it to the pickup. They were a little worried because it was about 300 miles of deadhead, and they didn't like that. They did not want all that. They did not want all that deadhead before their load got picked up. So I said, whatever, like it was. It wasn't paying all that great. I mean, it was paying okay, but I was going to deadhead from Florida up to South Carolina. It was a dry van load, but you had to have tanker endorsement, which I have. So that was going back up to Wisconsin. So the guy was all cool with it, and man, those are some headlights on that truck. Speaking of that, real quick, let me go on a tangent. These new Freightliners that have that like LED light, above the man. Yeah, appreciate that guy. Appreciate that guy. He's got those LED headlights he's blinding everybody with. But those that was like That was like an older Kenworth, with the square headlights. He'd replace them with the LEDs. Holy crap! Um, I kind of set myself up for that, I guess, though, because I'm parked like right at the entrance. That way, I don't get blocked in the morning. Like I always have my escape route planned when I go to a truck stop. That's like there's a couple things I look for in a truck stop parking lot parking spot. If I can get it, I like a level one, because I don't like sleeping on an angle. And number two, I try to plan a good exit because I hate getting blocked in. You ever get blocked in at a truck stop early in the morning? You go to leave and some guy's created a parking spot. I ain't hating on them. You got to do what you got to do sometimes. But, oh, I hate when they do it to me. So, anyway, that is back to what I was talking about. Those LED headlights, the little, the Freightliner, like the guy next to me, he's idling his truck tonight. He's got a new Cascadia. He's got these LED headlights that are just bright as hell. Now, I backed in before the sun went down, so it didn't bother me that bad, but I just wonder, is there not a way to turn those off? If so, why don't they do it? Number two, if there isn't a way, see, I'm looking at getting one of the new Cascadias, not a new one, I ain't buying a new truck. Sorry. You can keep your FET tax and that first year of depreciation when that truck loses about $40,000 worth of value right after you just went and paid about 10 grand worth of tax on the dang gum thing. Well, I mean, what is it? FET tax is 12%. 12% of 150,000 is more like 17,000 in tax. On top of the fact you're going to lose about 40 grand worth of value in the first year. No, I ain't buying. But I am looking at those trucks. I think in about 2 years I would like to be in like a 19 or a 20 model. But those LED headlights, when I park at night, if there ain't a way to shut those off, I'm going to wire up a way to shut those off. You know what I mean? I'm going to put those on a toggle switch of some sort. I don't think that's cool having those bright ass LED headlights shining in somebody's mirror while they're trying to back in next to you. It's kind of like when people flash me to get over, after I've already passed them and they flash me. I'm like, I've been driving truck for 15 years. I got a rough estimate of knowing when I can get over and when I can't get over. And I don't do a slow speed pass anyway. If I've got 2 mile an hour on you, I'll speed up till I've got 5 mile an hour on you and I'll get on around you. So I don't need the flash. And I don't understand the flash. They flash the brights right in your mirror just when you're looking at the mirror. It's like, way to blind the shit out of me right before, it's like that's how you get your hood took off. But anyway, I digress. Let's see what everybody's doing here. We've got a bunch of comments. I'm way behind. Rory's laughing. Yeah, he's my international demographic right there. Appreciate Rory. Fatty 2x4s in the house. I love that name. Still, I get a smile out of that name every time I see it. Scottish Trucker Tommy, howdy. All right, let's see here. Had a little glitch there. Scottish Trucker Tommy says, howdy doody, Uncle Cash. What's up, Tommy? I love that channel he's got over there, by the way. Everybody needs to go check out Scottish Trucker Tommy. Check out that video he put out today if you can, if you got time. Go check that out because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. My head, I was so mad, like, just from what that state trooper did. Like, the tire thing, man, I'm on your side with that one, but the exemption thing blew my mind. I'm like, number one, like, he needs to learn the law. If he's going to enforce the law, he needs to learn the law. And then he needs to learn that he's not the judge. He is there to enforce a law, not make the law what he wants it to be. So everybody go check that out. That's very interesting stuff. I'm anxious to see how that works out because, not to make it all about me, but I had a state trooper in Tennessee one time write me a ticket, and the second he handed me the ticket, I Googled the law that he was writing me the ticket under, and I told him while he was standing right there, I said, You understand? Have you read this law? Because I'm reading it right now from the Tennessee State website, and it says I can be, because he wrote me a ticket for being in the left lane. All right. Here was the deal. We were going up a hill. I was not impeding traffic. There was no one behind me. I'd been behind these two trucks. I was behind these two trucks that had been doing the stupid race for, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles at this point. My patience had ran out, so I got in the left lane and I passed them. Well, right as I was getting back over, he was sitting in the middle. Comes over, pulls me over. Oh, you know, you can't be in that left lane. I said, all right, I guess I can't. I didn't know at the time. I thought I broke the law. Then he wrote me the ticket. I Googled the law, looked it up on the state of Tennessee website, and it says in there, trucks not allowed in the left lane if they are impeding traffic, but they can be in the left lane if they are passing other vehicles. I said, hey man, I wasn't impeding anybody and I was passing two trucks. And, I was empty at the time. I was making quick work of them. I got right around them. And, he was like, well, he's like, the sign says, restriction, no trucks in the left lane. I said, I'm telling you right now, this law says, yes, the truck cannot be in the left lane unless it is passing. Oh, he didn't want to hear no part of it. So I got the truck lawyers on that one. The prepaid truck lawyer. I got that TVC Pro Driver. I need to get a link for them. I need to call them tomorrow and see if I can get some discount links, because that's a good service. I like them. I've used them a couple times. TVC Pro Driver. I get it through the company I'm leased to. We get it for like, I want to say we're paying like $14 a month, but I think that's a group discount. I think if you just pay for it straight up, it's about like 20 something. So yeah, it's worth the money. It definitely is worth the money, because I also got that red light ticket in Hannibal, Missouri, or as I like to call it, the butthole of America, Hannibal, Missouri. If you're from there, sorry, but I don't like that town. That town is a ripoff. They got their little red light cameras, and that's all they do is sit back and write tickets. And but TVC Pro Driver got that turned into a parking ticket. So instead of running a red light on my record, I had a parking ticket. So still had to pay for it though. I don't think that's right, but whatever. So yeah, anyway, Scottish Trucker Tommy, everybody check out that new video he put out today. And yeah, it's ridiculous. And that was in New Mexico. And I'll tell you a personal story. I was in New Mexico one time driving my personal car back from California to Tennessee. And apparently the New Mexico State Police thought I was trafficking drugs and proceeded to bring the K9 unit out. I had my dog in the back seat. Wife was with me and everything. They come out. They take all of our stuff out of the car, like luggage, everything. They take the car apart, like screws out of the glove box. Like, they took the dash apart. They took like engine cover stuff off. I mean, like they took this car apart. Brand new car, mind you. Maybe had 20,000 miles on it. Proceed to tell me, oh, we didn't find anything. I was like, well, no crap. Like, no crap. So they didn't even put the car back together. Like, I noticed like 6 months later, I was getting something out of the glove box. There was a bunch of screws in the glove box. They didn't put any of the screws back. They just put like one here, one there. They didn't even take the time to put all the screws back in. Oh, I was so mad. So yeah, screw New Mexico. If you're from New Mexico, sorry. It's a horrible state, in my opinion. Or at least the state police are horrible. I kind of like New Mexico, the scenery and all, but the state police there are, they're ridiculous. Let's see. Dale says, what's up, Cash? I thought that you got lost in New Jersey. No, I did pretty good in New Jersey. I only took one wrong turn. It only cost me like a $7 toll on the Jersey Turnpike. So I was pretty happy with that. Normally, when I go to Jersey, I factor in a little extra because the roads are so confusing. It's like what messed me up was they had a toll plaza that had 8 lanes, and when you go through the toll plaza, they give you about 100 feet to decide where you need to be, and so it was like go through the toll plaza. There was like 8 lanes. To the right where I was as a truck, that was 95 north. Then the middle was 95 south, and then all the way to the left where I needed to be was 78 east, maybe, I don't know, confusing. But no, I did okay in Jersey. I had a delivery in Jersey City, and it was actually pretty cool. I got to get out and walk over to where the Statue of Liberty is and check out, the New York skyline, and enjoyed it. Got to see the Statue of Liberty. Fun stuff. Skylar Peters in the house. What's up, Cash? Not much. Chilling. Thought I'd do a little quick live here. Got to get to bed here in a little while, though, because I got to deliver at Walmart in the morning. We all know how fun those Walmart deliveries are. And then I got about a 260-mile deadhead out of Florida back into Georgia to get a load that's going to back up to Wisconsin. Not a good rate. Not a good rate. The spot market seems to be on fire except for Florida and South Georgia. But, it goes with the territory. I got paid good to come down here, so I ain't complaining. Got my money coming in. I'll deadhead out and get back to the Midwest and start it all over again. Because while it's hot, I'm going to run it. Although our log books end on the 14th, right? Is that right? September 14th. My exemption's over. I got to double check that date. So yeah, we'll have to double check the date on that. I believe it's the 14th. Not 100%. I think it is. Let's see. 13 in the house, 6 likes. Hit that like button for me if you could. Appreciate it. Paul Harris says those LEDs need to be adjusted like conventional headlights. Yeah, sometimes those LEDs are a little ridiculous, especially the aftermarket ones. Like I see a lot of guys with the Columbias. They get those aftermarket, like off of eBay. They get those aftermarket LEDs, and it's just like, geez Christ, man. You got to point those things down a little bit. You can't have them pointed like straight up at. It's a little ridiculous, but the one that really gets me is the light bar. Have you seen those? Like the off-road light bars people are mounting to their front bumper now. Man, I seen a guy in Jersey the other day, XPO driver. He had a damn light bar that literally probably had 300 LED lights in it. It went all the way across the front of his grill. He had an old Columbia, and I mean that thing went all the way across the front of his grill. I mean, it was blinding. It was blinding. I'm like, dude, like the airport is less lit up than this street is. Like, I don't think you need that kind of light, to be honest. Like, just to operate a truck, I don't think you need that super duper light. Let's see. DIY Semi says they turn off. They have to turn them off auto. Yeah, I thought that was the case, but I heard someone say. That they did not. They were like a daytime running light. But I'm like, even a daytime running light you can turn off, right? I mean, it just wouldn't make no sense to me. Makes no sense to me to have a light you can't turn off. Like, makes no sense. I'll see here. Paul Harris says, oh, I hate parking next to a truck at night when they leave all their chicken lights on. It's like Times Square in your truck. Yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, I close. I double layer this thing. Like, I got the reflective thing I put in, to reflect the heat out in the morning if the sun comes up, and then I close the curtains on top of that. And I tuck my curtains in over the dash. I know a lot of people just let them hang, but I don't like that because it blocks my AC vents. So I tuck my curtains over the dash. It actually works really well in this truck to black it out when I do all that. But yeah, I mean, like, do you need 700 lights on while you're parked? Probably not. I'm no scientist, but I don't think you do. Um, DIY Semi says, can't toggle them programmed into the ECM. Oh, man. Dang it. Dang it. Let's see. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Could you, like, toggle them? Could you run the wire from, like, where the light harness is and run it all the way back to your dash and toggle it? I don't know how that works. I'm horrible at wiring. You do not want me wiring things. I worked on this light up here because I broke one of the bulbs off in it. So I took it all apart, took it down, and now I got this thing where when I turn this overhead light on up here, one bulb comes on, and then the other one comes on sometimes. Like, it's like if it's electrical and I touch it, it's gonna have like a glitch or something in it. So I stay away from electrical. Like, simple things, like, I wired in a trailer light the other day. I had a marker light that was out, and I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait for Love's or the TA. You wait 5 hours to have a light wired in. So I went ahead and did that. But and see, when stuff's wired into the ECM, you got to be careful with that too. I know, because like, you get voltage, you get your voltage messed up. Let's see. Yeah, you don't want to mess up the voltage. 17 in the house, 7 likes. If you could, hit that like button for me. Think about subscribing. Check out some of the other guys in here too. Scottish Trucker Tommy's in here. DIY Semi's in here. Both very good channels. If you got a channel and I missed you, let me know. I like sending people over to check out new channels. I like finding new channels myself. I watch so much YouTube, I don't even like going to my analytics anymore. It's depressing. I watch too much YouTube. Scottish Trucker Tommy says, back in the day, people used to switch the lights off to let you know it was time to pull over. Yeah, like in bad weather, I don't mind that. Like if it's raining real hard and, I just don't put myself in that position anymore where I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, back when I had a company truck that was governed, and I was trying to get around the guy, then I had 1 mile per hour on him. You know how it is when you're in that governed truck mentality. Like, if you got a quarter of a mile an hour on them, you want to pass them. But nowadays, if a guy's passing me, like if I'm going 62, 63, and whoever, name a mega carrier, comes up beside me and tries to pass me, most of the time I'll just click the cruise control down like 3 or 4 mile an hour, let him go on, and then the first little downhill I come to, I'll catch my speed back up. But I mean, I get the switching them. I don't mind the switching them off then back on as much because it doesn't blind you. But there again, if the weather's good, like, if I've got 2 mile an hour on a guy, I'm going to speed up and get on around him. It's just how I look at it. I don't like to hold up the lanes any more than I have to. Because really, if you block up traffic, it comes back to haunt you. If you don't let somebody pass you and it builds up traffic behind them, Well, then if something comes up down the road where you need to get over, you can't because there's 50 cars beside you. So I always think it's better just to hurry up and let them get around you and clear traffic. That way, if I need over, like today, I don't know what it was about South Carolina and Georgia riding down here, but man, there was so many cars on the side of the road getting, tires changed and towed. I think it's the rough ass concrete roads, to be honest with you. Lord have mercy. Some of them bridge connections in Georgia on 95, I feel like I need a parachute, like it might throw me out the window at some point. Man, there's some rough bridge connections. And that's one of my biggest beef with roads in this country. Can we not build a bridge that connects to the road? Does there have to be like a 2-inch gap between the road and the bridge, or vice versa? It seems like it would wear out the bridge going, thump, 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 every car, every truck, Seems like to me that's just bad on the infrastructure, but seems like to me you could put a little bit of asphalt there, kind of even that out, make it where it's a smooth transition. I don't know. Is that asking too much? Is that rocket science? I mean, there's some of them, like there was a guy passing me earlier with a dually truck and probably like a 30-foot gooseneck, like dual tandem, dual tandem axles on it, like a heavy duty trailer behind a 1-ton dually pickup truck. Man, he hit this bridge connection, and I swear to God, that trailer came off the ground 2 or 3 inches when he hit that bridge connection. I was like, that is not safe. And he wasn't flying. I was going about 60. Oh, I don't know. I was probably going about 67, 68. I've been moving this load because yesterday afternoon was so bad as far as making time. When I got down here to the flat, open ground, I cranked it up a little bit, but he was maybe going 75 at the most. Like he was not wide open. It's just that bridge connection was that bad. So, yeah. But yeah, if it's bad weather, I'll flash people over, but I give them a lot of room too. Like if it's bad weather, if it's raining or snowing or sleeting, anything like that, I'm not going to make the guy have guesswork. I'm going to slow down and let him get on around, because his safety is in my best interest. He loses control over there next to me, and bad day for everybody. So let's see. Skylar Peter says, we have new Freightliners and they automatically turn on when the truck turns on, and they get even brighter when you push in the parking brakes. Okay, yeah, I was wondering about that because my truck does that. It's like when it's just sitting and idling, if your headlights are on, they kind of dim down a little bit. If you got your parking brake set. When I turn off my truck parking brake, my headlights get brighter. But I mean, mine are simply a switch, old school. It's off. But mine does one thing that I don't like, and it's whenever if I have my headlights on and I turn them off and then I turn off the truck, the headlights come back on for I don't know, 2 minutes. Like when I don't know if y'all got a newer car. I got an 07 Avalon that does this. Like when you get out of your car, your headlights stay on for a couple minutes. In case you park outside, it gives you light to get to the house or whatever, I guess. I don't know why it does it. That's my thought behind it. But my truck does that. And I'm like, I don't need that. So every time I do that, I have to switch it to parking brake and then turn them off again. Just annoying. Just one of those little annoying things. But yeah, I have heard people say that, I didn't know, because I've heard people say that, that they're on when the truck's on. There is no turning them off. Which I find annoying, I think most things on trucks should be my choice to turn it on or turn it off, especially like lights, it's just courtesy. So there's a couple trucks parked over here that are the new Freightliners, and they've all got it going on. All their like LED daytime run lights are on. So just makes me wonder. Don says, you didn't just stop there like everybody else. I think I'm a little behind on that one, Don. I tried to go back and see what that was about, but I'm sorry I'm behind. I need to catch up. KDS Trucking, appreciate you coming in. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before, and if I have and I missed it, sorry about that. It says, sup, Cash? I'm an LTL truck, currently a city driver, about to go line haul. Which one did you work at? When I was doing LTL line haul, I worked for, well, honestly, I'd rather not say. I don't like talking about employers and all that kind of stuff. It was a big one. It was a major one. Cause and the main reason I say that is I don't want people like, I don't know. I didn't like that company per se, but I don't think they were doing people wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I talk crap about Western Express because I went there and I think they're doing people wrong. But this LTL company, it just didn't work out, It just wasn't my thing. DIY Semi says, nope, you have like 7 body control modules will screw everything up. Yeah. See, that's the thing about all this, everything that goes straight to the ECM. Skylar Peter says the new trucks have a button on the steering wheel to toggle on and off the headlights. I still don't understand why guys use the brights when driving new trucks. Yeah, I have a 2016. Mine does not have the one for the headlights. It does have the marker lights. Like, so if somebody does, flash me over or whatever, I got the, interrupt the marker light button. But, yeah, I have seen the new Volvos. A friend of mine's got a new Volvo, and they got it right there on the, they got like an intermittent where you can, like, turn your headlights off, turn them right back on, just push the button and they're off, you let up, they're right back on. I do like that. Because like I say, I'm not against, letting somebody know when they can get back over, but I don't like it when they do it with the bright lights. It's just not my thing. Let's see, where am I at? Paul Harris says I-40 was so bad in the day me and team driver planned the trip while we're not in the bunk. I think the road was built by the railroad. Yeah, man, some of these are ridiculous out here. I haven't been down 95 in a long time. I stay away. I really like coming up and down 95. It's just not my thing. I don't like the lack of parking. I don't like, it's typically, especially the north part, man, it's just one major city after major city after major city. I just ain't got time for it. So, let's see here. Crazy Horse in the house. What's up, Crazy Horse? Says, sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? Not much. We're just talking about these LED lights on trucks and stuff like that. We talked a little bit about spot market. Spot market's doing really good, other than the typical spots, Florida, North Florida, and Georgia. Having a little tough time with that, but hey, I looked at it before I came down here. I knew it wasn't good, so I made sure I got money coming in. 18 in the house, 13 likes. Hit that like button if you could for me. I'm about to wrap this up. I got a few more minutes here. I don't want to stay up too late, though. Let's see. Don says, after the toll booth. Oh, yeah. Just come to a stop and yeah, I seen a couple guys doing that. They got 9 lanes they need over, and they gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care if they got to turn that truck straight sideways to get there. They gonna get there. I thought about it. And as I was leaving, when I was coming through Delaware, I started getting the hang of the Northeast again because I didn't even look at the mirror. I just put the blinker on and started coming over lane after lane after lane after lane after lane. You know, I need 7 lanes. 7 lanes is nothing. Blinker, whip it, 7 lanes, got it. Like, I swear to God, that's what it feels like everybody does there. I wasn't really doing that, but you know, once I'm there for like a day or two, it's like riding a bike. It all comes back to me on how you got to maneuver and how you got to do things. It's like when you've done enough of any part of the country, you kind of get the hang of it. It's just, when you're out running the Midwest and the Southeast, which is my normal lanes. When you end up over in Jersey, it's a little bit of a culture shock. You got to get back in the swing of just go for it. That's a big part of it, is just flat out go for it. Hope for the best. That's the motto of the New Jersey Turnpike, isn't it? Hope for the best. I'll see. Jerry Rock's in the house. What's up, MPG King? Yeah, we're killing it. Killing it. I'm gonna say fuel mileage down from the first part of the week. I was doing really great, and then I had 5 deliveries in New Jersey, and that hurts fuel economy. Running around in the city all day, stop and go, toll plaza, speed up, traffic stop, downtown driving, nightmarish for fuel economy. Then I went over and grabbed this load I got now. It's 42,000 pounds, so it's kind of a heavier load. And basically I spent about 5 hours in stop and go traffic yesterday afternoon. So yeah, fuel economy's probably down for the week. I'm probably right at 8. The last time I did the calculation for the week, I was like 7.9 something. So yeah, it came down hard with the stop and go traffic yesterday. Not good on the truck with a high gear ratio to be stopping and going all day. It's just not. It's not where you want to be. KDS Trucking, I got you. I appreciate it. Love the content. Yeah, thanks for understanding on that. Like, I don't want to persuade anyone into any certain company or dissuade anybody. So, like, that company probably works for a lot of people, and it just didn't work for me. And I wouldn't want anybody to not, try something because I put a negative spin on it, or, other than Western Express. Western Express, I will talk crap about all day because they got nothing. That is, if you can't work anywhere else, Western Express, okay, you do what you got to do. If you got a criminal background, you need to get 6 months to a year on a trucking company, go for it. But don't give them nothing more than 6 months to a year. My opinion. I'll see. And speaking of LTL, has anybody seen that new facility Dayton built over there in Hampshire? Man, that is a big place they built over there behind that Love's on I-90 in Illinois and Hampshire. Man, that is a big place they built there. Dayton seems like they're on a come up. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just where I live, But I see a ton of Dayton trucks over there here lately. Legends of Speed 775. Hey, y'all. What's up, Legends? Appreciate you coming in. Biscuit C, great name. I drive a 2021 Cascadia. It has auto brightening headlights and auto wipers. Yeah, I didn't even realize my truck had auto wipers on it until the other day. And I'm not sure. I can't figure. It's going to take a little figuring it out because, I've had cars with auto wipers on them for years. But this one, it's weird. It's like you have to turn them on, but they like control the intermediate wipe themselves if you put them in like the first click. So like they won't just come on their own, but if you put them in the first click, if it's raining harder, they'll speed up. I don't know. I ain't figured it all out yet. It's all new to me. I did not read the manual. Even though it says the first page of the manual says, I did read this part, read the manual before operating this truck. I was like, this manual is like 600 pages long. Like I got stuff to do, guys. I can't be reading manuals all day. Paul Harris says blinkers in Boston is not a request for the lane. It's a warning. I'm taking the lane. Yes. I used to have that mentality back when I was at USA Truck, first starting out and driving. I used to tell people that all the time. That blinker's not me asking. That's me telling. The older I get, the better I am at maneuvering. So I don't play that bully game with the truck like I used to. Not that I'm proud that I ever did it, but when when you don't want to make a mistake and you're not as good at operating the truck, sometimes you operate it like you're not proud of, or at least I did. Uh, Joey Sack says, who you leased onto? I don't talk about that stuff, Joey. I'm not leased on to like a company that's really doing anything outside of the box. And there's a lot of people on YouTube that like just to start trouble for no reason. Um, yeah, so I don't talk about that. And the company that I'm leased onto wouldn't help most people because they don't bring on a lot of people. They're not really trying to grow. They're kind of, they're in that 100 truck ballpark, and they're pretty content right there because if they put on a bunch more trucks, then they gotta, justify more office, that would, more office staff, more behind the scenes. Like, people really don't just come and go here, and they only hire people in like the Minneapolis, maybe like Minneapolis to Madison to, maybe like the top part of Iowa, southern Minnesota, and that's about all they hire. Or if you live like, around the Chicago area, they might hire you there, but I don't know if they're like looking for people there. So I really don't. I just don't talk about it, honestly. It's just not. It's not worth it. Biscuit C says, yeah, just put it in first, click, and ride. Yeah, that's what I was thinking was going on here. I didn't even realize it did it the other day. I just put it on the first click to, it was a little bit of like fog and mist, and I was just hit it. And then it actually started raining, and the damn thing sped up, and I was like, well, where the hell did that come from? Like, yeah, it's nice, I don't mind some of the auto features on the trucks, um, you know. I'm not a big fan of like the auto braking and all that. But I will say this: when I was at UPS, I had a Freightliner that auto braked, and it actually did help me one time. Now the rest of the time it was a pain in the butt because it was braking for signs, and it was braking for cars that were already 10 foot off a ramp, and stuff like that. But one time it did help me. There was like I don't know, a like bucket, I guess. I don't know what was in it, but there was like not really I don't even know how to describe it. It was like I think it was like I don't know if you've ever seen the big mineral feeders they put out for cows. They come in the big black tubs. There was one of those in the middle of the road, and I probably would have squared up and hit that thing. I don't know what was in it, but that was my thought. Is it was like probably something heavy in it, to be a big black tub like that. And yeah, if I would have hit that, it probably tore that truck all to pieces. And it braked for it, and it was middle of the night, laying in the road. I didn't see it till I didn't even realize why the truck was braking. And I couldn't get over. There was a car beside me, and yeah, it slowed the truck down, and I didn't hit it. So let's see. That's the one time the auto braking I liked it. The rest of the time, I mean, like this truck has it. Yeah, it's off. Like it's unplugged under the bunk, like the computer for it. What's it? It's a Bendrix. Bendrix, I don't know, something like that. Like, it's unplugged in the bunk. Like, this little thing on the dash don't even come on. I thought about taking the radar off the front and selling it on eBay or something. But I did tell the insurance the truck had it, so I guess maybe I should keep it. Yeah, probably should keep it. Probably get more for the insurance discount than I would selling it on eBay. Let's see. Alexandra's in the house. What's up, Alexandra? Thanks for coming in. Says, thank God my day is finished. Yes, I agree. I'm glad your day is finished. I'm glad my day is finished. Yesterday was brutal. I started my day at 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday. I did two deliveries in Jersey and picked up, and then proceeded to set in traffic for the whole afternoon. Like, you know, I hit Philadelphia around like 2 o'clock. Then I went down to Baltimore and set in traffic. Then I got down to Washington, D.C. and set in traffic. And finally I made it to like Richmond. You know, it was, God, probably 9, 10 o'clock at night by the time I made it there. It was ridiculous. So I've been tired all day. Let's see here. Crazy Horse says Middle Tennessee, putting it to bed. Be cool. Catch you tomorrow, Cash. Thanks for coming in, Crazy Horse. Yeah, I'm about to wrap this up. I appreciate everybody coming in, chatting it up. 16 in the house, 15 likes. I appreciate everybody doing all that for me. Coming in to chill this afternoon. Thanks, everybody. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. To put out numbers every week. You know, good weeks, bad weeks, and different weeks. I put it out there. I ain't trying to impress anybody. Ain't trying to depress or impress. No depress, no impress. Just the numbers. It's just, you know, like the old cop show. Just the facts. Just the facts. You know, was that Dragnet? Old Dragnet. Just the facts. Just the facts. Scottish Trucker Tommy says, you Americans just can't figure out how to highway to bridge transition at home in Scotland. There's no difference. You can't tell that you have crossed a bridge. Yeah. You know, we can do great things as a nation. Connecting a road to a bridge is not one of them. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, it is embarrassing. Like, throw you through the windshield. Bad. Like, you know what I mean? I got that little thing over here, you know, the seatbelt, this little yellow thing, you know, it locks your seatbelt into a certain position. Oh my God, dude. Like, when I started hitting those bridges in Georgia, it was undoing that. Like, you know how hard you got to pull on that to undo that? Like, look at that. Like, that doesn't even undo it. So that was like, that's how hard I was hitting those things. Swamp Girl in the house. What's up, Swamp Girl? Thanks for coming by. Says, hey, Cash. Yeah, I'm about to hop off here. Sorry. Been on about 48 minutes. Yeah, I really got to get to bed. Let's see. Jerry Rock says, did you put your arrow flaps on? Yeah, oh yeah. We got them bad boys rocking back there. Loving the arrow flaps. They really do help the water spray. I mean, like, instead of having a like solid mud flap where the water hits it and then gets forced out the side, with these, the water just goes through them, you know, and it's not like you get a bunch of spray out to the side. So, you know, they save a few dollars. I'm liking them. I like them. Swamp Girl says, what did I miss? Oh, about everything at this point, Swamp Girl. I'm sorry. Be sure to catch it on a replay. But, yeah, we're about to hop off. I appreciate everybody coming in. Take care of each other out there, guys. Until later.